Hey everyone, this is Chris here in Vegas. Wanted to give you an overview of my backyard orchard. Right here what we're looking at is the native soil, and this part of the yard is untouched. I did an area 8 feet wide or so all the way around the backyard, and that's going to be my orchard. This part here is planned for fall next year. The area back here further back has already been amended. I sifted all of the soil through a 1/4-inch sifter and removed all of the rocks. And you see on the left in the pathway here, those are all of the rocks that I removed from this area with the sifter, leaving basically just sand is what the native soil is here. And I amended that soil with 2 yards of compost all the way around. I blended it in here with a rototiller, and I added mycorrhiza, azomite, some beneficial nitrogen fixing microbes, and a little bit of perlite to make sure that the soil stays aerated. It's been sitting here for 9 months, topped with mulch, which has been degrading and turning into soil itself. You can see I've installed the sprinklers all the way along, and those have been keeping the soil damp. And in between each of these, you see I have a Oya, which is a 3-gallon clay pot, and you fill it up with water, and the pot is unfinished, so the water seeps out of that into the soil nearby. You can see it's good soil underneath there, and it's nice and damp. The wood chips on top, even in the desert environment, it stays wet. This is the west side we just walked down, and this here is the south side of the orchard area. And you can see some of the large rocks along here that I used to line the pathway. Those were dug from the area where the trees are going to be planted. All the way down here, there's 6 trees going along this side, and I put 3 Oyas in. So in between each sprinkler area, there's a Oya. So there should be plenty of moisture to keep the trees growing. Walk down the other end here and show you the view from the back. You can see down the road there, I spent about 2 months off and on digging out the rocks, and the rest of the 7 months have been just the soil sitting there coming to life. I sprayed everything down with some John and Bob's products to help penetrate the sand soil and bring up the microbial life and get us a living soil, so when these trees go in, they'll be happy. This is the garden. This was all just stones before. We cleared it all out, and there's a full drip irrigation system in the whole thing. We built 7 beds here from these solid cement stones, and it's worked out really well. There's 10 yards of compost, filled all of these up, and I've amended them with azomite and worm castings. And this is December. You can see everything's still growing well. In the near bed there is right here, this is kale and chard, and here we have a bed, the second bed, which has beans, snap peas, parsley, and some more chard in the back there. And furthest left is some Scarlet Nantes carrots. And the smaller bed over here, that you can only slightly see, the shorter one there, is just strawberries. And the far bed is a lot of lettuce. And the bed behind the peas is full of mesclun mix and a spicy salad mix and romaine and collards. And this bed here is the broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and onions, which have all been growing really well in that bed. And here is cabbage, 3 kinds of cabbage, and a few different spinach and mosh, and down the middle are 3 different kinds of beet. This is the north side of the house. We built a grape trellis, and we have a windbreak here because the winds kind of blow through here a little bit. And there's 8 different grapes all the way through here. And then the understory there, you can see, is all my garlic I put in earlier this season, and it's already sprouted, which, being December, I don't know if that's good or not, but they seem to be surviving the cold, so I think everything will be okay there.